Hey everybody, I've been out here for a while, so I figured what I'm going to do is show you what I'm trying to figure out right now. This is a little bit of the decision process that goes into building a tiny house. I've mounted the hot water heater on the header that I just installed. I installed one right under that silver pipe. You can see that that's where the screw is going into. And another one at the bottom, and it's going to be screwed in there as well. So it looks like that one actually might be a little bit too low. I might need to raise that up a little bit, but I'm not gonna screw it in this high on this guy. It's gonna be a little bit lower than that. This is hanging here, and I'm trying to figure out, I'm gonna use that hole saw right here. This is a 2.5 inch hole saw. I'm gonna be using this to drill the hole through the wall for this exhaust, and I'm just trying to get the angle because you can see it sort of goes at an angle from here to the outside wall, and I want to make sure I have that angle correct before I start drilling. And then the other thing is, you can see that this is where two pieces of plywood come together, that seam right there, and I don't want to try to drill a hole across two pieces of plywood. That's going to just jerk my hand around. I'm trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to drill that hole in order to get this thing able to be routed to the outside. And once I get it drilled, then I will be moving the screw here that's hanging it. I'll be moving that over this way. And I'm not going to hang this before I get the drywall up. I'm just hanging it right now to get sort of a basic idea of where it's going to go. So this is part of the decision-making process of the tiny house, and how ridiculously difficult it gets. I did it! Awesome! I screwed through the wall. I guess screwed through the wall is the wrong phrase. But here is the hole. And maybe if I can focus on something outside, you can see, there you go, there's a fence. That's the great outdoors. So there is an exhaust hole now for this water heater's exhaust to go out. So now what I'm going to do is walk outside. I'm going to give you a view from out there. But that is the perfect height. You can see I did it right below that seam where the two pieces of plywood come together, just because I didn't want to have the thing sort of jerking me around while I screwed the hole through it. And I'm really fortunate that that went through sort of the middle of a piece of hardy plank, so I didn't have to go through two pieces and make it really jagged. It actually looks relatively nice on the outside, so let's go out there and take a look. Here we are outside. So this is the hole, and what I did is the bit drilled a small hole through the center of this hardy plank, so I came outside and started drilling it from that way, and the hole saw that I purchased is not strong enough to get through this stuff, so I actually got my jigsaw and put it straight in the middle hole and started doing sort of pie piece cuts to the edge, and then it all just popped out in that outline of the hole that I cut before. So there is inside the house. That's a pretty cool view you can check out going inside the house. And this is where the exhaust will come from the hot water heater, and I'm really happy it's different than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be below the window, and you're not supposed to do it below the window, but now it is to the side of the window, so we're good to go.